Your media kit is the single biggest reason that businesses, brands, whatever you want to call it, are underpaying you. Okay. Now, most creators think that it's a resume, and it's not. It's a sales proposal. So, in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you the one change to make to your rate card that's going to get brands to pay you more money for less work. And it's the secret weapon that separates six-figure creators from everybody else. So let's get to it. So, welcome to the Clubhouse. And today we're talking about one document that every single creator needs, okay? But almost everyone gets it wrong. This is the media kit, okay? So, most creators send a media kit to a brand and then they wait. And then they hope that the brand sees their numbers and then offers them a fair price. And that, be real, that's the wrong way to think about it. Hope is not a business strategy, okay? So the media kit is not a passive document. This is a active sales tool. And it's the difference between a brand seeing you as a hired gun that they can get for a low price and seeing you as a strategic partner whose audience is worth paying a premium to access. Now, I use this exact framework as well to land deals with brands like Nesquik, Banana Republic, Course Careers, Fila, Champ Sports, like a lot. And I also was a creative partnerships manager for a multiple $1 million company, tech company. And so I've seen my share of rate cards as well. So the good news for you is that it's a system. Okay, so it's repeatable. All right. And it works for creators of any size. So if you have a company that has asked you for your media kit, and that's why you're here, hey, this is the video for you, okay? And I'm gonna walk you through the 5 essential pages of a media kit, okay? Now, it's very simple. It can get simpler than this, but this media kit is gonna get the job done. I promise you, it has done it many times for me, and it's gonna get you respect as well. And then after that, I'm gonna show you the 1-page secret weapon that I promised at the very beginning, okay? Like the part that actually gets you paid what you're worth. So you for sure want to stick around for that. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of how to get paid big, you got to get the mindset right, okay? So now the media kit, it's not about you per se, okay? It's about the brand. And this is a document that answers one question for the brand manager that's reading it. Will partnering with this creator solve my problem? So their problem is not, I need to give a creator some money. Their problem is, I need to sell more of my product. And so your media kit is the bridge between your audience and their sales problem. Now, when you send a professional media kit, you're not just sending your stats, okay? Like you're sending an actual message. And the message is, I'm a business owner. I understand my audience. I have a proven ability to influence their purchasing decisions, and I have access to that influence, and it has a price. Show me the money, Jerry Maguire, okay? Right? But seriously, like that's the transformation that I want you to think about, okay? You stopped being the creator asking for a handout, and you became a media partner offering the solution. It's a completely different conversation, completely different mindset when it comes to this game, okay? But don't get too crazy big of a head though, right? Like a lot of these TikTok creators over the past few years, like as a partnerships manager, I've had some that weren't big, right? And they come to us like, hey, it's going to be $20,000. And I'm like, for one video, like you got to be smoking like big Fred Flintstone crack rocks if you think somebody's going to give you that in this climate. But the pandemic did inflate a lot of content creators' prices because businesses were throwing out cash during that time. There's been a reset. Okay, so now that you got that, all right, let's build the media kit. Now, there are 5 pages to this or a good professional media kit. Now, it can be shorter or smaller than that, whatever. It does depend. Now, these people who are reading this don't have a lot of time. So you don't need to have a big 40-page. It's not going to work. Okay, so page number 1, the cover. It's very simple. Your name, your face, your title, right? Digital content creator and influencer. It should look clean, professional, confident. That's it. Page number 2, who I am and the numbers. Okay, so a short 2 or 3 sentence bio explains who you are, who you serve, right? The type of audience, all of that. And then the high level numbers. Okay, so your subscriber count, the average reach that you have, total impressions. Keep it simple, but also enough to give somebody what they need to make a decision and to keep going. Now, page 3, audience guide, right? Now, this is where you're proving that you know who you're talking to. All right, so your audience demographics, their age, their gender, top geographies. You can get all of this directly from your YouTube analytics. You do not have to guess, so don't do it, right? Show them the real deal. You can screenshot all of it and put it in there. Now, the reason you want to do this is it shows that you're not a novice to this, okay? Because this is what they're really looking for. I need to know that as the business, that if I do this deal with you, that you're going to be talking to the age and the demographic that I'm actually trying to reach. I mean, I hope that makes sense, right? So we got to get that right. Now, page number 4, past partnerships. This is just a little social proof. You don't have to do this, but it does help knowing that this person has done this before, okay? So a quick logo slide with some brands that you've worked with before, it does help. Even if it's just 1 or 2, put them on there. Doesn't matter if they're big or small, right? If you have a reference here, they might ask that, and then you can send it over and they can talk good for you. But it does show that other brands have trusted you with their marketing dollars, which can de-risk the situation for them, okay? And then number 5, the rate card. Now, this is the most important page in the entire document, and it's where most creators make the biggest mistake, which brings us to the secret weapon, all right? Now, before I show you the new way to do the rate card, you got to understand the old way. And most brands and creators use a few standard formulas to figure out the baseline price for their rates, if they're not just guessing, right? Now, the most common one that you probably heard of is CPM, or cost per mil, which essentially means cost per 1,000 views. So a standard starting point for YouTube is $20 to $50 per CPM. So if you have videos that get an average of 10,000 views, the baseline rate for that you could charge could be somewhere between $200 and $500 for a single dedicated video. Now, is that always the rate? No. And so should you just base it solely on that? No. Again, these are averages, something that you could think about. Now, the other way is cost per subscriber. I'm going to tell you right now, this one doesn't really fly like that. Okay, you're not going to see a lot of brands take a deal with cost per subscriber attached to the dollar amount. Just like, because everyone in the industry knows, like, you might have 500,000 subscribers and only 10 or 20,000 of them are actually going to see your stuff. Y'all know that, right? From like your actual subscribers. So they're not paying for that. And that's what they're thinking in their mind. So some people, just for rule of thumb, in case you come across a deal like this or somebody who's willing to do it, is something like $100 per 1,000 subscribers. So if you have 10,000 subscribers, you might be able to charge $1,000 for a video. I'm telling you though, don't even think about this. Don't do it. Okay, you're not going to get too far with that. Now, these 2 spots are great starting points, or good starting points, right? Like, there are ways to make sure you're not completely undercharging yourself, but they're not how you're going to make the real money as a creator like that. Because when you're using those formulas, you're letting the brand dictate the terms, all right? And so you're selling a commodity, aka views and subscribers. And so when you're selling a commodity, you're always in a race to the bottom on price. And that's what we don't want. So the new way that I was talking about, this is the way that you've been waiting for, right? So if you made it to this spot, shout out to you. Give yourself, like this video, hype it, right? Because you made it to this part. But this is the one change that's going to get you more money from every single brand deal if they go this route, okay? And so you'll stop selling individual services and start selling packages. All right. Now, if you look at this piece of the rate card, now for those of you who are just listening, go and watch the video, right? If you're on the podcast, you need to go to YouTube. But if you look here, you'll see that there's an a la carte menu. Okay, so a YouTube short for $175, a YouTube video for $575, an Instagram post for $125. Now, this is what most content creators do. So they let the brand pick and choose. And the brand is going to always pick the cheapest option that gets them what they want. Okay. But on this, if you see here, you have packages. And packages is where the magic happens. So if you look at the first package, you'll see 2 YouTube shorts, 2 YouTube videos, 4 30-second ads, and 2 IG reels. Now, if you bought all of that a la carte, it's going to cost you $2,800. But the package price is $2,500. Now, why does that work so well? Okay, first of all, the psychology side here, okay? First of all, it anchors the value higher. So the brand immediately sees the total value of the package, not the individual cost of the single video, right? So in their brain, it's anchored at the $2,800. So $2,500 feels like a deal, and it is. The second, it makes the decision easier for them. So now you've done the work of creating this perfect campaign for them. They don't have to think about it. They just got to say yes to the package that fits the budget that they have. Now you're selling a solution, not a list of services. And then third, it dramatically increases the average deal size. So instead of fighting for a $575 single video deal, now you're closing deals for $2,500, $5,000, or even $10,000 for a 3-month contract. You see what I'm saying? So now you're working with fewer brands for more money. And then you're delivering better results because now you're running a real campaign, not just one-off posts. So, you can connect posts, or maybe this post didn't hit, but this one did, and it all works towards a single, thing because you've done the deal. And that's the secret, all right? You're no longer a freelancer. You are now a marketing partner, and you sell solutions, not services. I'm telling you, that was good. Golly, and y'all getting this for free. I can't even believe I'm giving this to y'all right now. Either ways, let's recap. All right, a media kit is not a resume. It's a sales tool that proves you are a business owner, a media company owner. All right. 5 pages if you're going to do it how I just said it. Cover page, bio, numbers, your audience demographics, your past partnerships, and the rate card. All right. Now, the secret to the rate card that actually gets you paid is to stop selling individual services and start selling packages. Okay. So you're anchoring the value high, okay? And you're making the decision easy, and you're increasing your average deal size. Now, I know building a media kit, it can be overwhelming, especially if you've never done it or you're new to content creation on YouTube or wherever. So to make it easier for you, I do have, and I've made that media kit that you just saw, or the one that I'm talking about right now, available for you, okay? I turned it into an editable template that you can download for free as well. So it has all 5 pages that we talked about, rate card with the package structure, all of that. All you have to do is drop your own photos, your own numbers, your own logos, all of that, and then boom, you're done. Now this is going to be probably one of the fastest ways to build the media kit out and then get it to the brands, right? If they're asking you right now, and that's why you're on this video, this is a quick way to get it done, okay? So if you want that, I do have it available for free right now inside of the Creators Country Club. All right. Now, the Creators Country Club community, that's where we're helping new and small content creators make more money outside of monetization, right? Or just grow in general as a small creator. It can be hard. And so we're doing it together. And so, I'm learning new things every day. The things that we learn together, we're able to share it, and then we're going to help each other grow. All right. So that being said, check out the link to join the Creator Country Club right now, and you'll also be able to get that media kit from there along with some other bonuses for free as well. Check that out in the description. That's all I got for you, and welcome to the Country Club.